Hello, everybody. This is Greg29407 back with another episode of City of Heroes. We're the Ghoul Man, our Necro Pain mastermind, and we're on villain side. And we're about to talk to one of our contacts, Seer Marino. She is a character that gives a 7-story arc early on in the game, generally low level. The good thing about playing on Thunder Spy like we are is that we don't out-level these missions. So I'm level 24. But I'll be able to still do these missions pretty well. And a lot of these early missions on Villain Side are actually really good. They're really entertaining and stuff. So let's see what Seer Marino has to say. Of course, Seer Marino is a high-level Arachnos person, so we want to get on her bad side at all. All right. My brother was killed many years ago while on a mission for Lord Recluse himself. Paolo was a member of the Wolf Spiders then, and he was leading the backup squad for an infiltration mission run by a Night Widow, who was herself my best friend. Paolo was my older brother, but treated her as a second sister and volunteered to act as her backup on a routine assassination. But the operation went wrong. All were killed, and the building was gutted by fire. I recently learned that something may have happened that night. The building still stands, and though it has been abandoned for years, I believe that in the confusion, the building's security systems may have recorded the events of that night. It would be deemed unprofessional for me to investigate this myself, and I must send someone strong because the place has become a hideout for mutant vagrants called the Lost. So I seek a free contractor like yourself to do this deed and find this information. This will be likely to start of something large. One old secret usually uncovers others. All right. So find the surveillance tapes of the old building. And I must know what became of my brother. I must know how he died, or if he died. Find the surveillance information and look for other clues. All right, so this is pretty neat. Let's go ahead and fly over there. So it's a long way away, so I'm going to put this on hold. And we're going to get this really cool internal struggle story going, and I'll be right back. That's a pretty foreboding top for a building. I never noticed that before. It's on top of this the main building when you first come into Mercy Island. So it's actually really, really cool. Wow. I like that quite a bit. Quite a bit. Okay, we've entered our new mission, Uncover Apollo's True Fate, and we have our groovy ghoulies here. Oh, and since our last episode, we got Blueberry. So he is our Blueberry cereal. And there's a nice group of characters here. And we also have this soul extraction that I've got that set up now. So we'll see how this works. Again, this power is supposedly when we kill enemies, there's a chance that some of them will rise from the dead and fight along with us for about 30 seconds at a time before they finally shuffle off the mortal coil, so to speak. So let's see how this goes. All right, I'm going to be using this aggressive defensive button. That seems to be the one I like using quite a bit. It keeps my character a little closer to the vest and less likely to go crazy and start attacking everybody. They're just going to attack the people they're attacking them. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, see the zombies? I got 3 extra zombies here. So they came from soul extraction. They were the bodies of the my enemies. That was pretty cool. I was going, where'd that guy come from? That was him. Okay, let's see if that happens again. So the soul extraction brings these enemies up here. I'm just going to let these guys have at it and see what happens. Got a tip. I probably need to do a tip episode of something. Oh, there, he's risen. There he is. There he is. Those guys came too. Oh boy. Okay, that's actually a pretty decent thing. When we get in a big group, we'll see a bunch of them fight, I guess. Send these guys out there. I think the soul extraction people stay with us for about 30 seconds, I think. Something like that. It's not a long time, but decent amount of time to be big in a fight. For sure. There's that guy that came in right there. See, he's fighting. He's punching. He's beating the guy up. There's another tip. Good. All right. I think these mastermind characters are starting to come into their own now. Having 5 of them really helps. And the fact that 2 of them are grave knights makes it even better. All right. Somebody's getting beat up by Guardian Moon Queen. Okay, we're going to have to save that guy, it looks like. Again, my tier 1s look like they're not doing anything, but they actually are, just because the customized aspect of the tier 1s have not been animated yet, so they don't show up as actually doing any work when they actually are doing it. I thought the same thing when I first customized. Oh no, my characters aren't doing anything; they're wasting time. No, they're actually doing really good. And the way that I've tested that is I have just put aside my grave knights that had just my tier 1s, and well, this thing works on everybody. Just the tier 1s, and then gone to battle with just those guys. And yeah, they stood there with their hands on their hips, and yet the enemies died. They took damage over their heads, and boom, they were gone. All right, so we got this helper now, Guardian Mu Rekir. We just saved. I think he's going to have a story for us, probably. All right, so I'm going to put this on hold while I continue to go through here. When we get closer to the end, we'll see what the story takes us, because I think this is a pretty decent story. So I'll be right back. Okay, I found this box in this office. It's glowing at us. Let's see here. There we go. We got a clue. Let's take a look at what this clue says. After you helped Mu Rekir fight off the lost who had cornered him, he told you why he was here. I return to this place from time to time to refresh my memory, to recollect my mistakes, to remember the dead. It was years ago. I was barely an adept, raised out of the ranks of the wolf spiders by the power of the Mood bloodline. This building had been the scene of a disastrous operation the year before that ended in a fire and death of a Night Widow and her support squad. The investigating arbiter found the place was haunted, and we were sent in to exorcise the ghost. We summoned forth the tormented spirit of the slain Night Widow. We began the exorcism, but her power was such that we feared it could not be done. Then she cried out, "Paolo, Paolo, they are hurting me!" And we were soon beset by a misshapen monstrosity in the tattered remnants of an Arachnos uniform. Terror griped me, okay, and my ward slipped. The ghost was free and bound us with spectral terrors. We had no time to rebuild our wards before the wretched mutant was upon us. It slew 6 of us, sloughing off our magics as it snapped my cadre's bodies in half, and the ghost of the Night Widow exhorted it the whole time. When we survivors told our tale, Lord Recluse himself took interest. When the next we returned, we were ordered to communicate with the spirit, and then to free it from this place. And this we did, despite the bile in our throats and the burning desire for revenge in our hearts. Thus did Ghost Widow and the wretch join their ranks of Arachnos. I suppose the information should be classified, but I care not. The melancholy I feel overwhelmed with such petty concerns. I am awash in thoughts of what might have been had I not failed my cadre at that moment. The collection of surveillance photos and a Betamax videotape are all marked with the night in question and stamped by an arbiter deus of Arachnos evidence. They must have been left behind during the investigation. The tale they tell is stark. It looks like a normal, if late-night business meeting until people start dying of an unseen Night Widow assassin. Then one of the businessmen pulls out a grenade out of his briefcase, as you do, and others pull guns. An explosion rocks the room, and gunfire crackles through the smoke. The first time the hooded figure of the Night Widow assassins appears, she's bleeding from several gunshots, and the corridor behind her is on fire. Desperately, she calls to her support team, who can be seen in further photos kicking through doors only to run right into a squad of heavily armed thugs. The last moments of the video of the firefight show the wolf spider leader shouting silently into his communicator as he rushes into the flames to rescue the Night Widow, already dead floors above. Wow. Okay. They should have had that as a mission. That would be really cool. I wouldn't mind seeing that. All right, let's we need to go back and talk to her. So I'm going to put this on hold, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's see what she has to say. On the video, that face, that's Paolo. I had thought for so long I had been able to forget him, but I knew I never could. And there he is on that screen, still breathing, still alive. It pains me to watch his last moments, but here, look. He wasn't gunned down with the others. He ran back into the fire to find the Night Widow he was there to protect. He couldn't see that she was dead. My poor Paolo. He was never harsh enough to have been in Arachnos. This and the story of Magnus Rakur confirmed what I feared. My brother Paolo was alive and living in misery as a mutated monster called the Wretch. Give me a moment, Ghoul Man, and I will tell you all that I know. I am a seer of the Fortunata, blessed with or cursed with visions. Mine are under no great control, and often the strangest areas ones come in a sudden flash. I was conferring with Ghost Widow herself one day when I met Wretch. It was the first time I'd ever been in direct presence, and the sudden vision that overcame me almost sent me into unconsciousness. Such was its power. I saw my brother Paolo, my brother who I had thought dead for years, trapped beneath tons of rubble, eating rats and drinking mutagenic water to survive the horrible burns. I saw the ghost of the woman I had called friend throughout our training years, soothing his deranged mind, urging him to live. And when the vision cleared, I saw Ghost Widow and Wretch before me. Then I knew I must learn the truth. I feel we are falling deeper into a shadow. I only hope that when all is done, the arbiters are merciful. You must strengthen yourself for the trials ahead, and please keep in touch. I know somebody wants to speak to you. All right, well, okay, we'll do that one next. Get a new mission. Now that I know the truth of it, I know that my brother Paolo lives still and lives in misery as a twisted wretch, servant of the ghost of that woman I had thought my friend. Why she has not healed him, why she has not told me, I do not know. But I know this, I want my brother back. To have any chance to heal Paolo, I must know what changed him. That's where you come in. Ghost Widow may be an apparition, but Wretch is still alive. I have found the place where Wretch's medical records are kept after he was brought in. They may have some clue as to what may reverse the process. I need those records. I need no one to know that I have them, and I don't care who must be silenced in order for that to happen. So we got to find his medical records without witnesses. Alrighty. The facility is located on Mercy Island. I'll give you its location. Once there, you find Paolo's medical records and take them. Then make sure you've destroyed the surveillance system and eliminate all potential witnesses. Well, we are villains after all. All right, so I'm going to put this on hold until we get over to the medical center or wherever we're going, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're not really in a medical facility. We're in an Arachnos base, so that's fine. We'll just have to wipe out everybody. Get records, leave no witnesses. Find Wretch's file. Destroy security computers. Alrighty. We'll just get this mission started, then we'll put it on hold while we finish it up. Seven missions is not a lot in the story arc. I think it's going to take us a bit to do it. I don't want to have an hour-long mission you guys have to sit through. I am really happy with the way my my mastermind characters are performing right now. Having 5 of them really helps out a lot. Well, I keep them, together here. Oh, she's going to come back to help me out. Good. I guess they all come back. Look, one of theirs took the first blow. I think they die pretty easily. But that's okay, because they do damage. And, yeah, I didn't mean to say that. They do damage. And it's fairly effective. It's free damage. And if they can also act as a sponge for enemy damage, then even better. They can kind of tank for us. Here's the security thing we need to destroy. All right, let's go after that moo person first. I don't know if I have direct control of these zombies that help us out. Maybe not. Oops. No. These guys don't have a problem. Blueberry. Wow, I didn't realize there were so many of them here. There's a guy we're trying to save too, it looks like. Huntsman Obenko. Alright, let's destroy this thing. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can have direct control of these zombies that are helping me out. We had 6 of these. Alright. That was a bit of a short one. Good. Yeah, because all the enemies were in one room. That didn't make it very easy. Alright, let's talk to our contact. Let's see if we got any clues first. After you and Huntsman Ohenko decided to split the purloin data on Wretch, he told you a little bit about why he wanted it. Murakir told me about you. He's one of us, and we think that you're one of us too. Oh, we know a lot about you. We know that you're working with Seer Marino, and we know that she has a grudge against Ghost Widow over the death of her brother. We also know that you're ambitious enough to realize that if one of Lord Recluse's inner circle was taken out, it would open a spot for someone like yourself. So we're willing to cut deals with those who may be our allies. I have my people contact Seer Marino. Okay. So there's a little bit of unrest in Arachnos. Good to know. Let's talk to Seer Marino. Seeing those medical records was enough to break my heart. The pain poor Paolo must have gone through. But what I cannot understand is that the records show he refused any treatment. Why would my brother have done that? Unless he was influenced in this. Ghost Widow, my former friend, she's always with him. Is this her doing? But why? I have little time to think of such things. I have been contacted by the man you met, this Huntsman Ohenko. It seems that he and Murakir are connected together in some way. I know that they have something against Ghost Widow, and while my loyalty to Arachnos is strong, that bridge has been crossed already by the silenced halls of the record repository. I must learn why Ghost Widow denies Paolo the care he needs to be normal again, and may the darkness claim her soul if I do not like the answer. I'll meet with Ohenko and Murakir and discover their aims. Murakir and Ohenko are willing to allow us into their plans, but there are those among their conspiracy who do not trust either of us. Though I do not know their aims, the information they have could tell me what holds Ghost Widow has over Paolo, so I must gain their trust. They told me to deliver some of the information they are seeking about Ghost Widow, but some of the information they want I cannot get without notice. I can get them the details about Ghost Widow's daily affairs, but they also wish to know more about what kind of spirit Ghost Widow is. And as far as I know, the ones most likely to know this outside of Arachnos are the Legacy Chain. You must steal the Legacy Chain's information on Ghost Widow. Then they should be willing to trust us. The Legacy Chain have gathered their information on Ghost Widow, no doubt for some kind of conference on how best to defeat her. They gather together under her very nose, hiding their conclaves as business meetings. Though their efforts are futile, their research is excellent. Get all of it, so that we can build by the trust of Murakir, Ohenko, and their allies. All right. Let's see how far away this one is. Whoops, let me out of here. Oh, it wasn't far at all. It's in the same door. Uh-oh. Now it's pointing me back out the door. All right, I'm going to put it on hold while I find out where we're supposed to be going. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. I just had to exit the Mercy Island and then come right back, and then was able to reset everything. Everything was pointing in the same direction, including the ferry boat, so it was weird. All right, still research from Legacy Chain. 3 books of research. Alrighty. Is there some Legacy Chain up here? These legacy chains are a little tricky. they come. Yeah, Booberry and Frankenberry had those giant sword things. They're pretty serious. Oh, I thought I heard a noise. Let me go back down. I hear a glowy object. Oops. I hear a glowy object. Aha, there we go. Let's see what this clue says. The Legacy Change routinely researches the nature of mystic threats. This is some of their information on Ghost Widow. If you can find all the research, it may give Seer Marino a better idea of just what Ghost Widow really is. Okay. So 2 more of those. Now, one other option I had mentioned earlier, another episode, was, what some people will do is, rather than continue to click like aggressive, defensive, and things like that, they'll actually take the provoke power from the presence pool, and what they'll do is they'll use that, and the enemy will start to run over here, and we'll be in bodyguard mode. So they may attack me, but I only take 1/7 of the damage. Then all my pets will then attack them. So it's just another way of doing it. The advantage there is provoke. Actually, if you 6-slot it, you can get some bonuses. So I got just like that. So you can get some bonuses from that for enhancement bonuses. But I've got a kind of a tight build here. Oh, here's some more guys. I got a bit of a tight build because I am trying to take a lot of the leadership attacks, and I'm not even taking my fighting pool, which I normally do. So not the tightest, but a bit tight. All right, I'm going to continue to do this, find this last book, and we'll be right back. All right, well, I found it unexpectedly, so that was it. It wasn't very much, maybe a couple other bad guys, and that was the end of that. So let's see, no more clues. Oh, here we go. The combined work of the Legacy Chain specialists on ghosts, spirits, and specters paints an interesting picture of just what Ghost Widow is. They theorize that due to the method of original death, Ghost Widow is bound by the emotions and feelings she felt in her last moments of her life. Normally, ghosts of this type cannot leave the place where they died, but Ghost Widow was released from the place of her death by the magic of Arachnos' Mu mystics. Even when she has been dispersed and passed, she is always reformed. The Legacy Chain's experts believe that something is holding Ghost Widow in this world, but are lost in debate as to what it might be. The leading conjecture is that Wretch, the constant guardian, may serve as an anchor that Ghost Widow uses to hold herself to this world and pull herself back together when dispersed. The last part is purely supposition and theory, and there are several scholarly refutations of the whole idea. They're putting an awful lot of time and effort into figuring out what this ghost is, but she is pretty powerful. Okay, let's see what Seer Marino has to say. Aha! There you see, the Legacy Change research says it all. Ghost Widow is bound to Paolo. She needs him as an anchor in this world and cannot let him go. Do not try to tell me that there are disagreements about it in the papers. Do not point out the dissension among the researchers. I can feel this must be true. No, I know it must be true from the depths of my heart. She whom I once called a friend, whom both Paolo and I called sister, she torments his life to extend her own unlife. I will get this to our allies. Then she will pay for all she has done to Paolo and me. I swear she will pay. We are now enmeshed together in this conspiracy. We must rely on each other to escape alive. If you hope to live through this, you will need the best enhancement. Okay. Our allies need assistance. Ohanko is about to be questioned on charges of conspiracy, and a body must be disposed of before its evidence betrays us all. Enter the base, and amid the havoc, free Ohanko and remove the body. Once you're back, they will begin planning against Ghost Widow, and I will have my revenge begin. Ohanko is about to be taken in for questioning. You must give him a reasonable amount of chaos to escape in. At the least, defeat the base commander, free Ohanko, and remove the evidence. Our allies have brought us into the cabal, and when Ghost Widow falls and Paolo is free from her misery, I'll make certain that you are rewarded for all that you have done. Now go and get Huntsman Ohanko out of jeopardy. All right. Let's head over there. And again, it's a far away thing. So I will be back when we get over there. Okay, we have to protect Ohanko, free Ohanko, remove body, and defeat the base leader. Alrighty. I'm not going to show a huge amount of this because I think it's basically just fighting the same guys over and over again. There's our helper. He took the last swing on that guy, so that's pretty good. Yeah, the aggressive defensive helps out really well because they don't go crazy. As long as it's not a huge crowd. If there's a huge crowd, they get a little rambunctious. I've still got this this power, suppress pain, which is why we have these heal things coming off our heads on a regular basis, which is really a nice power. Very, very effective. All right, I'm going to put this on hold until we get a little farther into the mission. I'll be right back. Well, here's the base commander. He's kind of hiding behind this box. I just kind of saw his lightning coming out. I said, oh, okay, he's going to try and line and wait for me. We know that we need to find Ohanko, and we also need to find some body we need to remove. Here's Ohanko. Good. Got a clue. We got plenty of zombies helping out. I hear something glowing. Here it is. Got it. Oh, we got some more fight. Let's fight everybody in here. Not the big boss. Get him first. Forced to hit abilities. All right. Let's check out our clues. According to her ID, her name was Deborah Cross, a 4-year veteran of the Blood Widows who was promoted to the rank of Arbiter for displaying extreme loyalty to Arachnos while under council interrogation. And now she is dead. But here comes more enemies. Much more worrisome is that the wounds on her seem to be mimic the effects of your powers. Uh-oh. Killing an Arbiter is one of the worst offenses possible under the draconian laws of Arachnos. It's considered the same as a direct attack on Lord Recluse himself. Let's see. If someone thought that you slew Arbiter Cross, it could bring the whole weight of Arachnos down on your head. Double homicide. After you took care of his guards, Huntsman Ohanko told you, our trusted ally, I'm glad you came. Things got bad, and Arbiter caught up to the plan. I took care of the Arbiter, but don't worry, we have a plan that will handle finding someone to pin the Arbiter's death on. But now we'll have to move everything up and strike quickly. First we get the Widow. Then, before she can reform, we'll have to move fast to take out Wretch. We'll get you a timetable for both operations. Oh, and keep an eye on Seer Marino. We've tried to keep her in the dark about things, but if she realizes that Wretch is her brother, she might get emotional when we kill him. I want her to have the chance to enjoy thinking that killing Ghost Widow avenged her dead brother for as long as she can. So I want to make sure that you're right there with her when this goes down. It ain't easy, you know. I mean, I knew Paolo. This was a relief for him. So they're going to kill this guy. Okay. This guy is not very trustworthy. I can't believe that a turncoat to the bad guys would be untrustworthy. Jeez Louise. After you left, I had a vision, a powerful, terrible vision. You stood amongst an arbiter tribunal, accused of an arbiter's murder. I was brought before the Lord Recluse in chains, accused of orchestrating Ghost Widow's destruction. And Paolo, burning, screaming, ripped apart by Mu magic as Mu Rakir laughed in vengeful triumph. The vision will not leave me, and from the look of your face, you know that this vision is true, don't you? We are betrayed. Ohanko and Mu Rakir will use us as scapegoats for their acts, and kill my poor brother. His fate will be compared to what it will come to us. We have only one option before us. We must stop the conspiracy we helped to start. Great. And betray those who plan to betray us. Huntsman Ohanko and the guardian Mu Rakir must still believe that we do not know their plans to betray us. We have only one option. We must betray them first. I will gather the evidence we will need. You must deliver warnings before the assassination can take place. Ghost Widow will be their first target. She must be warned. If you survive, seek out Arbiter Diaz and tell him everything you've learned. And if you don't survive, I will join you soon after. So warn Ghost Widow of the plot against her. Both our lives rest on this. Deliver your warnings to Ghost Widow and let nothing stop you. I still hate her for what she's done to Paolo, but the conspirators will kill him too. The irony of it is bitter. To save my brother, I must save his tormentor. I must gather the evidence we'll need to prove our innocence in this. You must save Ghost Widow and speak with Arbiter Diaz to show our innocence through our actions. Wow, okay, this is pretty cool. Let's head over there. It's right around the corner here. We are in a fix. We are in a fix. I didn't realize I had sprint on the whole time. Oops. Oh, well, it didn't really matter. All right, so let's go ahead and get started on this one. Warn Ghost Widow. Not sure we had to fight our way through. We're members in good standing with the Arachnos. Shouldn't have to fight our way. Hey, don't shoot at me. I'm in stealth. Racing through her pretty good. Pretty well. Sorry. Again, I'm playing at just regular, normal level. That's why everyone's got an even level. You see a few yellows in here, not too much. I do like the fact I got some nice colorful costumes on these guys. It's a wide range. The easy to spot. I can tell them apart pretty easily. Alrighty. Another elevator. Wow. This must be at least the 4th floor at this point. There we go. Okay. We're getting close to something here. We're going to need some help on this one. You keep a sharp eye on who they're attacking and when. All these zombies helping us out. Oh boy, it's a bunch of bad guys. I do like having these extra zombies helping us out. They're swinging away as long as they're alive, or still here anyway. Alright, now what do we do? Warn Ghost Widow. Oh, there's another hallway, I think. Oops. Sorry about that. Did you come here to die, Huntsman Ohenko? I can think of no other reason for this intrusion. I'm here to destroy you, Ghost Widow. For unlike some others, this isn't a personal for me. I'm only in this for power. Destroy me. Others have tried, Ohenko, and they have all perished. Oh, we know how it works. We destroy you here, and then we kill Wretch before you can reform. You'll just fade away into nothing. Is that your plan? Fools! You got it all wrong. Even if you could hurt my dear Wretch, he's not an anchor. My spirit is not bound to Wretch. I died worrying about poor Paolo. I'll care for him always. What's left is mine. I don't need him. She's lying. My spirit is bound to Arachnos itself. As long as Arachnos exists, I will exist. That's not true. We've seen the research. But you, Ohenko, your end is coming soon. Ignore her lies. Begin the ceremony. And its name is Ghoul Man. Uh-oh. Don't speak my name. Hell, heck. I'm gonna get all these guys targeted as long as I have these zombies helping me out. Oh, there they are up there. Well, heck. Here we go. Oh, no. I overjumped. Shoot. Okay. Over here, over here, over here. Oh, boy. That's Ohenko. Joshua said, I know the content of the warning you bring. They seek to take the life of one of the dead, and they will fail for that. And there's another life they hunger for. Let's go talk to her, if we can get up there. There we go. Okay, that's all she's going to tell us. Let's see what her clues say. The widow's words. After you released Ghost Widow from the spells of the Moo, she spoke to you. I know your warning. Oh, okay. Death is like being a living memory. All I am, all I can be, was frozen at that moment. I died. We, the dead, cannot change on our own. The dead cannot move on. And the dead cannot let go. But for those like me, those still able to think and feel, it's a curse beyond imagining. I can understand what has become of me. I can understand that I am dead and that I am, in a way, a living memory. I died worrying for Paolo, and I will care for him as best I can as long as I exist. It's part of what makes me exist. But by the same token, I also cannot give him up. And though I've tried to make him go, he will not leave my side until he thinks I am safe. We are bound together, protecting each other in our strange half-lives. Tell Pia I'm sorry, but I cannot give Paolo back to her. All I can do is try and protect him as he protects me. I know they moved to kill him. Murakir's hatred of my poor wretch has left that mystic twisted and blind. Well, more so than is normal for his kind. He thinks I need wretch to reform my spirit should I be dispersed. I do not. My spirit was rebound to Arachnos itself, not to one man. No, I need wretch because concern for him is part of me, and the dead cannot change. Save wretch, and all your trespasses will be forgiven. All right. Now we got to speak to Arbiter Diaz. To let him know what's going on. I do like when these story arcs take place all on the same map. It makes it much, much easier than the old school missions where they had to go from this map to this one to this one to this one to this one as a pain in the neck. It usually made very little common sense either. Okay. This guy's guarding the front entrance, I guess. Had I seen you just minutes ago, I would have ordered your death. But now is new evidence. Ghost Widow now claims that you and Seer Marino were working with her to root out a nest of traitors. I will not question her word at this time, and will even remove the termination warrant on your life until the facts are clear. All right, that's good. Let's talk to our contact. According to Diaz, we're no longer suspects. I was able to find evidence showing we were to be framed, and Ghost Widow herself now claims that we were agents in her employ. Now we must stop them from killing Paolo. I don't know what to feel anymore. When I realized that Wretch was my brother, I thought that what had happened to him had been her fault. I wanted to hate her. I wanted to blame her. I wanted to destroy her for what I thought she had done to my brother. But she's a victim too, caught in her own moment of death, unable to move past it. I can see it now. I don't know if I can forgive her for the hold she has on my brother. All I can feel is we are trained not to feel pity for anyone. That's all I can find to feel for her now. Pity for the woman I once knew, and pity for the thing that she has become. We must move quickly. Ghost Widow heeded our warning, and is even protecting us by saying we're part of her investigation of Murakir's conspiracy. But we still have to stop him from killing Paolo. Save Wretch from Murakir and his men. Murakir won't be satisfied until he gets his revenge and Paolo is dead. You must save Paolo and get him to safety. You must also defeat Murakir, but leave him alive. We will need that testimony that will torture him from him to clear our names completely. Yeah, that'll be really good evidence. All right. I am now going to put this on hold until we go into this Save the Wretch mission. I'll be right back. Okay, let's go down here in the sewers and save the Wretch. Of all the maps, I think I like the sewers the most. I don't know why. It seems very villainous and cool to fight bad guys down here. Oh, orange guy. Another advantage of having stealth. Hey, does that spider come back as a ghost too? Nope, didn't look like he came back as a zombie for us. Back as he blew up. Oops. let's go around here and see where it goes. All right, I am going to go ahead and put this on hold until we find Moomer here and have our big final battle. I'll be right back. Okay, well, here's the Wretch, and there's the Moo Guardian, and there's some other guys. There's some other villains in here. So let's go ahead and save Wretch first and get him to help us out. He'll be our ally. All right. Let's go get him. This guy's like a tank. Okay, they're taking care of those guys down there. There's a Fortunata Seer. Let's get her. We need to get the Wretch out. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to have to fight the main bad guy. Oops. Okay. Make sure he doesn't get lost. Oh, it's more villains down here. Oh, let's get this dude. Oh, there is the big mad guy. We were here. Holy cow, I didn't even see him. He didn't last very long. The other guy was a lot tougher. All right, let's go. That was a little anticlimactic if that was the end of the thing. We're still fighting. Oh, we're going to have like round after round of bad guys. Okay. So tell how long this is going to last. Now? Yep, he's with it. Okay, good. All right. I see another ambush, but I want to fight everybody in here. Okay, as long as this guy's with us, then we're okay. Okay. Yeah, it's weird because sometimes when you're in stealth, the people you're rescuing can see you, and sometimes they can't. It depends on the mission, and it's just, I'm not sure why that is. And then sometimes the enemies, they can see you, and sometimes they can't. So it's like, okay. Still with us? Yep. Uh-oh. Oh, I didn't see her over there. Okay. All right, I'm going to put this on hold until we get to the end. But this is boring, just running through the hallways. Be right back. All right, well, we ended up getting 8 reward merits for that. Not bad at all. Let's go ahead and talk to our contact one last time. Hey, there we go. I started right at 24, so I got 80% of a level on that. That's pretty good. Paolo is alive thanks to you. I visited him briefly. He remembered me, but asked me not to come again. He said it hurt too much. It hurts all too much. Your rewards are already on their way to you. I hope you are satisfied with them. We both cleaned up all the charges. The conspirators have been rounded up. Ohanko is dead, but Murakur will live to stand trial. His actions and those of other traitorous Mu mystics have shamed Sirocco. He will make certain their fate is neither pleasant nor swift. But none of this means anything to me. My second sight fails me when I try to see an answer that will soothe my aching heart, and I fear I will never get my brother back. I know it is not your concern. I'm sorry. I will trouble you with my problems no longer. Go, find your fate, find your future. You may be the one we have all been waiting for. You have certainly proven your worth to me. Now go and leave me to my sorrow. All right. Well, that was a good story. I enjoyed that one. That had a really interesting story to it. And although this video went about twice as long as I thought it would, the missions ran fairly quickly. I was pretty happy with them. So that's going to do it for now. Until next time, this is Greg29407 along with Ghoul Man and our serial monsters saying au revoir, and we'll see you next time.